You know what? You've been going through all this stuff in your life, and it's okay to talk about it because you wrote it in your album, so it's free game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You went through a crazy breakup with someone you'd been with for a long time.
Yes.
You're out there trying to make your music career happen in Hollywood, Florida, Hollywood, California.
Oh, yes, of course. California, yes.
Yeah, and you're like, wait a second. I totally forgot. I have my family. I've got these people that mean the world to me all the way across the continent in Florida.
Yeah.
I need to get home.
Yeah, I mean, going home is literally like the best thing for me. It's like it completely like rejuvenates my soul. I love just going home and just chilling on the patio, you know, with my parents and my sister and just hanging out there all day, just like talking about nothing. That's like my favorite thing to do.
Are you really wearing sweatpants to this interview?
It's not sweatpants, it's a jumpsuit.
That means he's comfortable with us.
That's what I mean.
That's what I mean.
Well, the other night at Jingle Ball in L.A., Liam Payne comes out. Everyone else is wearing like these $1 million outfits. He's wearing like this crazy jogging suit.
Yeah.
It's cool.
He looked like he was the most relaxed guy up there.
Yeah.
He looked awesome.
It's all about being comfortable, you know, just being happy.
Be comfortable. Be happy. And that's why you go home. That's why it's important to go home.
Yes.
Because I know I can follow you on social media. I see you smoking cigars with your dad, hanging out with your sister.
Yeah, that's literally like the best thing in my life.
Would your family ever just go on tour with you?
I wouldn't want them to, no.
No, why not?
That's just my time to, you know, hang with my friends and just do stupid stuff. But when I'm off tour, I definitely want to hang with them. I mean, I always have them come to like a show. I don't know if you guys saw my last sold-out show in New York. I had my dad crowd surf. Did you guys see that?
Amazing.
Oh, has he forgiven you for that yet?
He was the one that asked me to do it. Like 10 minutes before I went on stage, he's like, do you mind? I'm like, you have to be on stage after this song. I'm going to give you a birthday present. I was going to give him that guitar that I was telling you about. And he's like, well, I'm going to be at the back of the crowd, so I don't know how I'm going to get there. I'm like, well, we'll figure it out. Just come to And he's like, do you mind if I crowd surf up there? I'm like, I thought he was kidding.
Right, they crowd surfed your dad from the back of the room?
So my friends were in the back of the room, and they're big and strong. You know, from Florida, they came all the way to New York to see the show. And they literally picked my dad up, and all of a sudden, I just see my dad floating. I'm like, oh, no, please don't drop my dad.
Nobody dropped him, which is good.
Because there's a video, and there was one point where he went down, but then he went back up. But it was cool. I made it into like a huge canvas. No.
Have you ever used that question, oh, Lord, please don't drop my dad?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I was pretty scared for him, but that's a bucket list thing for him that I get to check off for him. I've never even crowd surfed yet.
Oh, well, there's enough of us in here. I think we can make it
Let's do it. Let's go.
I mean, you just came off tour. I mean, how many dates did you do on this last tour?
I think I did 28. This is a 31-city tour. We're probably going to add more shows. You know, I'm independent now. I'm making music on the road because last time I was here, I told you now I'm learning how to make my own music and produce, and I can literally go back to the hotel after this and make a full song if I wanted to.
Well, anyway, you were actually like, you'd be sleeping in your bedroom, and you'd roll out of bed and push a button and start recording, and some of the songs on your album, you actually just, like, were right next to your bed.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. We're made in the same little small apartment in LA. Yeah.
Okay, this is what I think is one of the great things about the Jake Milner story. As if he's not here, I'm talking about him as if he's not here. You know, you have all these artists that are doing their thing, and you love their music, and you know they're backed by these big producers, huge budget record companies, and they're sitting in the Capitol Records building in Hollywood, recording in the studio that Frank Sinatra used to record in with $1 million microphones. Yeah. This guy put out an album that sounds better than all of them, and he recorded it in his bedroom.
On a $300 microphone.
Yeah, well, that's still kind of expensive, actually.
Well, compared to, you know, there's like some $8,000 microphones if you walk into like any studio in LA.
Right.
Yeah.
You recorded on that. I mean, but as far as your team, like, you don't have like an entire Tower Records building filled with people that it's their job to make sure you become a star. No,
it's my family and friends. And, you know, I've been watching a lot of interviews. I've been watching, you know, I just watched this interview on Chance the Rapper's manager, Pat. It was this Complex magazine interview, and he basically was saying, like, when he started working for Chance and being his manager, he didn't have any experience. Nobody around Chance had any experience, but they built a team of people who are young and hungry and passionate, and they learned together. And that's exactly what I have. My tour manager, Scooter, he, you know, I found him when he was like 19. He started booking shows at 13. You know, not everyone in the industry knows who he is, but they will. You know, everybody around me is super passionate. Gary over here, nobody knows who he is yet, but he's an amazing artist who I'm going to help build. And he's helping me build.
And you sounded awesome in there, by the way. See, that's.
And we've been in my apartment for the last 3 months making this new album, which is coming soon, which is even better than the last one.
Nice.
And so Gary's been helping with that, and yeah, I just have a team of people around me, and that's all you really need. People who really believe in you and just won't stop at anything. And every day it's just the passion grows and grows.
But this is my point, but go ahead.
That's a lesson I think that everybody listening can learn, whatever it is that you want to do with your life. It's not about finding the biggest person out there and making them pay attention to you. It's about building your team. And those are the people who are going to stay loyal to you
100%.
because they've been with you from the very beginning.
Because early on in my career, a few years ago, me and my family kind of sat down and we're like, okay, cool. Like we're really like building some traction. Like the one thing that we need to do is now build a team. And so we looked at everything from the label to the booking agent to everything. And we tried to get the biggest people, the biggest music attorney, the biggest record labels, the biggest booking agencies. And we got that for a while and they were working with us. And they're no bad blood at all, but it's like obviously since they're the biggest and the best, they have a million other people to worry about. And so I just get lost in translation and I feel like I'm not important. So I need to only be surrounded by people who love me and care about my career just as much as I care about my career. And that's what I've built. And we're going to take over the world together. I promise.
You go.
I promise.
Like I say, well, who's your one of your managers? Oh, Scooter. Oh, Scooter. But God, he doesn't have time for you. He's got Justin Bieber. Scooter has Ariana Grande. No, not that Scooter.
Yeah.
Different Scooter. A better Scooter.
Yeah.
You have the best Scooter. Don't we all need a good
Don't forget
Scooter?
the name,
Everyone
Scott
needs
Nebb.
one.
Scott, well, look.
He's gonna be in what's it called? 20 under the.
Oh, the most incredible, successful people under 20.
Yeah, Forbes 20 under. Oh, you're over 20.
Oops.
Under 30.
Okay, under
Forbes
30.
30 under 30.
Well, I'm going to be in the Forbes best under 60 thing pretty soon. But this is why we love having you on, because this story is fantastic. It's the story that needs to be told. People think that every artist out there is just sitting there and everyone else is out there elevating them. Well, no, the artist is out there This artist right here next to me is working his ass off. He's got his family sitting around strategizing about where to take it next.
Yeah.
And that makes the music extra special when you hear it.
And it's going to feel more gratifying the day that it actually, everything comes full circle and it just pops off. Because I feel like, there's some people who come out with a hit and they're a cannonball effect and they go way up and then they're forgot about the next day. I feel like I've been doing this for 6-7 years now and I've slowly been building, going up, going down, going up, going down. And it's going in the right direction, but I'm waiting for that day where everything just blows up and it's going to feel even better then because I believed in myself the whole time. I had people around me who still believe in me and who will have always believed in me. And it's just going to feel amazing when it actually finally happens.
And the album out now is great.
Thank you.
Fantastic, but another one on the way.
Yeah.
Several text messages after your performance for Palm Boulevard saying how they were crying because they need to get home to their families. You remind me.
It's very important.
Text Jake Miller.
Never
is
forget
hot.
your roots.
Oh, Jake Miller is hot. That is all.
That's a little bit less important, but thank you.
You know what? I know, but you know what, Jake? To be honest, I follow you on Instagram, and you do put semi-pornographic photos.
Oh,
up
no,
there.
I don't.
Yes, you
Just
do.
a few shirtless pictures. I'm in the gym every day. I have to.
Look at this.
I'm not going to be the only one that sees my progress in the gym if I'm in the gym
He's
every
riding
day.
a bicycle on the beach like, hey.
I think he's related to Nate.
I uploaded that too yesterday also in the coldness of New York. I'm like,
Caption is missing that Cali weather.
Oh.
yeah, I am.
No, the caption should be.
I'm not used to this cold weather.
The caption should be, here are my pecs.
I know. I do love it when people upload semi-naked pictures and then the captions they use, like thinking of a better day, and it's them in like
No,
a
it's
bra.
No, you're not. You're showing us your nipples.
Okay,
You know what you're
okay.
doing.
And it was
Anyway.
cold. How do you take your shirt off in New York when
No,
it's
no,
not
that's
cold out?
that's L.A.
Venice.
Oh,
That's in LA.
that's Venice. Okay.
All right, so I was texting with Jake last night. He's like, "Well, what should I sing tomorrow?" I'm like, "I don't care what you sing. Whatever you sing, it's going to be a hit." And then I said, "I got an idea. Sing your song, Palm Boulevard, and like sing a Christmas song." He says, "I'm Jewish. I don't know Christmas songs." I said, "Well, wait a minute.
I know the melody of Jingle Bells. That's it. I don't even know the lyrics.
But like you didn't sing them in elementary school because Christmas songs are pretty much forced on people.
You're being-
I mean, you're
We've-
talking like 20 years ago. I don't.
We've been forcing Christmas on you."
Yeah, I know.
Some of the biggest Christmas albums by Jewish singers: Bob Dylan, Kenny G, Barbra Streisand, Barry Manilow, Neil Diamond. Of course, they're all several decades old, but some of the biggest Christmas songs. Did you know the 25
I'm
best-selling
getting
Christmas?
grilled here.
Listen to this. Listen closely. No, we're looking for a new avenue.
Okay.
We're looking for a
The
new avenue.
Jewish album.
You need to do a Christmas album.
A Christmas album. Okay.
Half of the people who wrote the top 25 Christmas songs of all time were Jewish. Irving Berlin wrote White Christmas and Happy Holidays. Sammy Kahn and Julie Stein wrote Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. A song about snow, which
Yeah.
really doesn't
That's
have
not
any
even
rela-
about Christmas.
No.
I know. But you could have done it.
You could have done that one.
True.
Seriously. Let me find some other fun ones. Jay Livingston wrote Silver Bells. Bob Allen and Al Stillman wrote "There's no place like home for the holidays." Hanukkah's part of the holidays. They
Yeah.
could actually be
And
applied.
these are all Jewish artists who are making these
These are all
Christmas songs.
people who wrote them. But
All right.
Sammy, Kahn,
Maybe I
and
gotta
Julie.
reevaluate.
But let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Okay, Sammy, Kahn, and Julie Stein. You know they're Jewish. Irving Berlin wrote "White Christmas." Just letting you know. I think.
I'm gonna after this album, I'm gonna make a little Christmas album, but I'm only gonna send it to you. I'm not gonna put it out.
No, okay. Okay.
And you can air it, and you can do whatever you want with it.
All right. And you'll just collect the cash.
Yeah.
You know, just sit there.
You can even put it out under your name.
All right, Elvis.
We'll
Elvis
pitch the
Duran.
vocal a little bit so it doesn't sound like me.
Make me kind of flat. All right, so let's get to business. You just announced your Hit and Run tour.
Yes.
So far, over 30 stops, and it will be growing. This list will be
Yes.
growing. And so when are you hitting the road again, officially?
April. I'm gonna go home after a few of these Christmas Jingle Ball radio shows. I'm gonna go home starting January, and I'm gonna finish this album, wrap it up. It's almost pretty much done. And then back on tour in April. Some of the shows already sold out. New York City sold out just off pre-sales before the show even went on sale.
Look at that. He and Scott, I mean, you're doing all your work.
Yeah,
I love that.
Scooter booked the whole tour.
That's Scooter.
Yeah, Scooter's everything.
The real Scooter, everyone.
Scooter. But yeah, we're still going to other cities, around New York City. So if you're listening, or just anywhere in the country, JakeMiller.com. Come see me.
Listen to his album that's out now.
Yeah.
Seriously, great music on there. It
Thank
talks
you so
about
much.
the crazy, very emotional breakup.
Yeah, I'm in a different part of my life though now. This new album is it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more upbeat. It's a lot more kind of summery. I'm really excited for everyone to hear it.
All right.
Because I'm in a very good place in my life right now.
Of course, you're in our studio. There's no better place than our studio.
Very true.
All right. And coming soon, the Christmas album, but he will
Yes.
never admit to it.
By Elvis Duran.
Jake Miller, everyone. Thanks, Jake.